since we are nearing the end of the update, it's time for another tier list. This is my tier list for P5X 1.4. So I guess we're gonna start, Phoebe first. Wait, what the hell? Oh, obviously she's top tier. The best navigator right now, very obvious. She is maybe a bit team specific because you want to use her with like a mono team with like Queen or Aunt team, where you have a lot of nuclear and fire stuff. But she still works with like a less mono team, but ideally you do want like a two, at the very least like two of the same type, so that you can at the very least get the standard cocktails, because the basic cocktails suck, and using basic cocktail is probably even worse than using freaking Okian. But her Queen obviously T0, she is very strong. Joker maybe T0.5, yeah. Fox maybe T0. I mean, it's been a while since we get any content for Joker. Right now SOS is like Queen and An, right? Yuji maybe T1. Okana still the worst healer, sadly. Hopefully it gets a buff. Marion obviously T0. An, I would think I can put it T0 a bit, maybe in front of Joker, because more content is catered towards her right now. Rin probably T0.5. Yui 0.5. Riddle maybe T1. Then Vino, I can put it to T0. Vino is really good with the debuffs and stuff. Then sadly Rin, even now, she's not really used much in the cute bosses and stuff. Vino, okay, maybe it's because Queen is really good. So Vino is naturally really good also. Sometimes things like that happens. But yeah, Rufel T0.5. Leon T0. He is still used everywhere here. He's just really good. Toha maybe T2. Then Mons maybe T3, yeah, T3. I really hope these like bad characters get buffed, man. Soy T0. Yuki T0.5. Tourette maybe T1. He's actually quite good. But I think Ryuji might be better. I don't have him, I can retest, but I think Ryuji is better. Ki maybe T1 I guess. But he's really only useful for one team. He can't really be used anywhere else. Then Tomoko, you can put T2, maybe T3. Tomoko sucks, no offense. Now Sepia T3. Just to remind everybody, this tier list is based on the end game content, not the event and stuff. You know, Sepia has like a niche with DOT and stuff, but end game content, he doesn't have a niche. Not really. Okian, is Okian better than Phoebe? Or is Phoebe better than Okian? Honestly, I don't know. I think it doesn't really matter. Then yeah, I'll just put both T0.5. Both are pretty useful. Especially now Fox has a good boss stage, right? So Phoebe is also relevant. And I mean, Puppet is also relevant. So this is my tier list. Let me double check if there's anything I can move around. Okay, maybe I'll move T down. I'll move Key down. He's really only useful for Han. The Key is very, if I want to put it up, it needs to be like a character that can be used in more teams, not just one team. If you're only good in one team, you're not really good. It's like, you need to be versatile and good at the same time to be the top. Like the top characters are like versatile characters that's good in many teams. Yuki, I'm kind of low-key feeling like going down, because Yuki is only really useful for Fox team. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I don't know how he stopped there, but anyways, yeah, healer is good. Okay, you know what? Let me put Puppet down. I know Okian is a worse version of Phoebe, but the thing about Puppet is that she doesn't really give much damage buff. The endgame content wants you to have a lot of damage to score high, right? And Puppet is useful for Fox team, but not useful for like damage scaling team. So that's why I put her below. Oops, T1. So now let's look at Lufel.net's tier list, because I'm curious. Then I'll look at Prydwen later. So this is the tier list. So T0 for Joker, T0.5 for Yusuke, T1 for An, T3 for Closer. Yeah, all the 4 stars here also A6 by the way. Okay, they put Joker in front. Sure, I guess. Because I'm basing it more on the current content. So I think I said the same thing. Joker in front kind of makes sense. So if you're talking about just pure damage, I feel like Joker is better. Then Queen, Yui, and wow, these two dropped. The T2. I think last week was 2 weeks ago was T1. That's kind of sad actually. Then we have Sepia and Mont and T4. The only character T4. That's pretty sad. I feel like this is harsh. I feel like Ryuji maybe can go up. Then we have Leon, Riddle, Moko. Exact same as mine. Also almost exact same. Okay, my key I put T2, they put at T3. Okay, they don't put any reasonings, but I don't disagree at T3 because again, only useful in team. Swing 0.5, Yuki T2. Okay, I will still put this one in front, mainly because of the debuff. So his debuff is super useful. Marion T0, or Lufel at T2 drops so much. Okay, then Mokana. Okay, this one I don't actually disagree. I feel like Lufel should go up T1. Okay, they are the same as me for the navigator. That's good. So we have a few similar stuff. good to see at least. I don't really disagree anything much except for maybe this one, Joker and Yusuke. But these two can maybe swap because again I base it off of the current update, the current content. Other than that, everything is not bad. And now we can go to Prydwen. So this is the general one. Wow, general one Yui at T3. Wow, Fluorite at T0 for general, that's pretty good. Very, very nice. But yeah, we are not looking at general, we are looking at bossing, the endgame content, because we are interested in this more. Let's see. Makoto Yusuke T0. Okay. Yuji T0.5. Oh, interesting. Do they have a reason why? No, I don't think they put any reasons. Okay. Yui T1, An, Joker, Fluorite T1. Okay, this one I don't really disagree anything. So sadly Sepia last place, the only one at T3 and below. Not surprising. Maybe how our sustain, Minamish and Soy. Yes, I agree. You fail, Yuki. Okay, no complaint here. Makes sense to me also. Here we have the support. Oh, 4 of them. Key in nah bro, nah. Heavily disagree. Okay, but if you're talking about Key in terms of how good he is at his specific job, then I agree. Because he is really, really good for An. But to be fair, he's the only character for An. Because he's the only one who can like AoE burn, increase fire damage and all that stuff. But I don't agree T0. T0 is too high. Too high. T1. Oh, T1. Dion and Rin, okay, sure, don't really have any problems with this one. Reader T0.5, okay. Moko T2, that makes sense. Then Phoebe, Okian, and okay, it's the exact same as mine, exact same as Zuedonen, okay. So we all think the same, I guess. But yeah, this one, hard disagree here. And the other thing I disagree is Ryuji at T0.5. Higher than Joker and An. That's kind of crazy. I think Joker and An swap with Ryuji. Then I agree. But yeah, everything else is okay. Not bad. Don't have any complaints. But what interesting you'll notice is that Phoebe is the only one that has these 2 icons, like a bat and the puzzle. So what it is that the weapon is the weapon, 2 color. The purple is the A1, which I fully agree. I feel like Phoebe is only really good at A1 R0 because her A1 and weapon, 5-star weapon, really makes her just more bearable, more like better to use because of the amount of mixer stacks you can get. You can consistently get the cocktails and you can also reduce your cooldown because of the 5-star weapon. And just a refresher on her weapon, if you forgot, the most broken and most important part about her weapon is the last sentence here. Well, I think they haven't changed it, so they changed it to 100% chance now. It's a buff to Phoebe. Okay, let me go back to Luffy.net for the more accurate description. So every time you get 2 cocktails, you reduce the cooldown by 1, which is very huge. Because that means you can use more Phoebe skills. So you can apply more buffs. So you can have more buffs at a longer uptime, which will boost your damage by a lot. And then speaking of her A1, her A1 is also really good because of the ability to gain a mixer stack every time you get a cocktail. So it's basically kind of like a recycle thing. You get cocktail, you get back 1 mixer stack, which will really speed up the cocktail making. And on top of the weapon, the reduced cooldown, you get more cocktails and then you also reduce more cooldown. So it's like a complementary thing, right? The more cocktails you gain, the more cooldown you reduce. So it's like both weapon and A1 complements well to each other, which is why I think they included both these icons here. Very, very good for Phoebe. So unfortunate that she is not standard yet, or else we could have gotten her and we could potentially get her to high awareness and we can buy the 5-star weapon for the shop and stuff, and she's gonna be really, really solid for free to play. But we have to wait. It is what it is. But anyways, so we only have 1 character added. There's not much to add to this tier list, but next update we are getting 2 new characters, so there's gonna be some sort of change to the tier list. And on top of that, we also have some sort of buff. I'm not sure if it's coming next update, but we are getting some sort of buff, which will hopefully buff some of the bad characters here, make them more viable, make them more meta. Because I do want to use these characters, because I really like to use different type of characters, making different teams and stuff.